Okay. We shall now be live. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another Arknights live stream. Today's live stream, we're going to be focusing on the very last IS monthly, and then we're going to be focusing on the Annihilation. And that'll be the two things we'll be doing for today's live stream. Now, when it comes to IS4, obviously, like IS3, eventually I just got bored, got done. I did everything, quote-unquote, except with IS4, I did not do everything because I'm just not as interested in doing it, truth be told. At this point, it's like, it just hasn't, to me, it isn't as fun anymore. On multiple reasons. I think the biggest factor is how I feel about the gameplay and the difficulty. I feel like this is the biggest issue with Arknights currently, is that the developers are having a hard time balancing the game when they're trying to keep interest with operators, but they're trying to keep it difficult, but it gets to a point where it just is way too insane in terms of difficulty. And I'm not really the biggest fan of that when they have a hard time properly balancing things. The fact that the easiest difficulty is way more difficult than even IS3 hard difficulty, or harder than challenge mode to a certain degree. It's like, this is like the biggest issue with IS4. And it kind of shows that with each IS, at least that was kind of the trend, they had a really hard time actually balancing things correctly. And I always liked, and I still like IS2. IS5 has not came out yet in the end. I have not played it yet. I barely know much about it. Well, I'm going to leave my judgment for it when it comes around, and I'll talk about it. And that's all I can really say for now when it comes to IS5. But we'll have to see. Because my hope is that it is closely similar in terms of balancing with IS2. IS2, pretty much like, oh, hey, you want to use any operator? You can use any operator. Amazing! Revolutionary! It's a roguelike! You honestly should be able to use whoever the fuck you want to use at the start. Which IS3 and IS4 just don't comprehend. So, yeah. It's just one of those things that, to me, irks me a lot. For the two ISs where it's just like, can I just use whatever the fuck I want? No, well, fuck you, essentially. I'm not a big fan of that. And I know it's trying to be unique, but you can be unique while allowing you to use whatever the fuck you want. Anyway, I kind of talked about it many times before already. That's how I feel about IS3 and IS4. More of an issue with IS4 than IS3, but they still require you very specific things, or it's just going to be extremely difficult for no reason at all. And that is just like one of those issues I have with IS3 and IS4, that I feel like IS2 doesn't really do that much. Like, after a certain point, they expect you, like, a certain amount of strength. Also, I'm gonna close this out because I didn't realize I was still running. That'll probably help out later on to not have Cookie Clicker up. That's not, I can take a lot of resources, but still, just might as well take it out just so it doesn't waste any. Anyway, Angelina. Time does not flow in the certain direction, but naturally, this is something a little messenger wouldn't know right now. Okay. Alright, I forgot I don't have hers because at the very beginning, how the fuck are you supposed to actually know anything and then expect you to do monthly. It's just like a big FU. That's why it's like, to me, as much as I like the monthly, I think they should wait a month for the monthly, so that you can actually have your bearing straight, but whatever. Always have minus 50% movement speed, and rateless effect further drops the rate level by 2. As always, Hope and Origium. I noticed what they did here. What's a specialist? They give you literally like the best combo for rateless, and then they're just like, yeah, rateless doesn't exist here. Fuck off. Deploy her 10 times. No more than 4. Fuck off. Beasts away. Kinda fuck off. Both are kind of like the worst stages to get, honestly, for deployment. But I'll take it, I guess. But the rateless effect practically is worthless, except the minus 50% HP. The minus 15% movement speed, my bad. I bet that they don't give you specialist. I don't know if it's random.
The shadows are trembling. I won't sleep on the job. Better watch your step. There you are.
We will use our skill here just to weaken him. Okay. And then we'll keep her out. I like what they did, but at the same time, I feel like the fact that they don't allow you an instant, like, use...
I know what to do.
Is, like, a bit... I'm not a big fan of. Because it's like, what's the kind of the point? Unless it's random. If it's random, cool. If it's not, then... pointless. I'll use my skill.
Here I am.
That's it.
Don't keep me can't hide your fear. Mission accomplished.
Okay. Now we just need a defender, and we should probably be able to do this really easily, depending upon what maps we get.
Take a breather and tally up your losses. Nothing worth celebrating here. We might be dead in a second or two.
Ah, chill. Okay, girl. We're not dead yet. Hand of Moss. Actually, the map that I wanted to see. Like, genuinely, that's like a... Like, come on, game.
Listen,
Everyone, stay calm. I'm gonna do Cruise first, because I can then take 2 damage against this dude. Oh, yeah, she doesn't get pot-shotted. Stay calm. I'm sorry. It's like, the Ian voice I like, but at the same time, it's cursed. Because there are times where it's like, the Cruise alter just sounds so fucking stupid. It's like, what the fuck happened with the VA? Like, well, like, even, like, around the time that her VA released, it's like, kind of like, what the fuck? Use skill, use skill, use skill. thankfully she has healing, because we would be screwed. But then again, we wouldn't really have been screwed, but... Okay, nice. This is one of those, like, relics that's kind of like... would be kind of nice if it was, like, earlier on type deal. But a lot of the time just doesn't happen that way. Like, there's a lot of relics like that in this, where it's just, like, they would be better if they had more likely to appear at the beginning shop, or at least. Aside from that, just generally kind of shit, because a lot of the time doesn't really proc to begin with.
We will be fine.
It's like, a lot of that's kind of like the main issue of a lot of relics in IS. It's just a lot of the time very specific and niche enough, and it's like, overall, not really that great aside from that. I'm not gonna worry about going for a specific ending here. I would love to get a shift, but that doesn't exist here. Medic increases the duration of single stun. Hold increase. Great. Supporter would have been a lot better earlier on. Medic and we'll go. I guess I'll go with the freebie. Like, in this scenario, it's like both would work, but actually, I kind of would prefer a longer range healer, just because of how the maps are. But it's just gonna be overall more AoE healing, so I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, and that could work with the shield guards too. So again, it's not like the worst thing in the world to have. I'll go for hope. Okay.
I'm listening.
I didn't.
Keep me waiting. You can't hide your fear.
I didn't think they were honestly that weak.
Okay.
I won't sleep on the job. これが戦場というものね。Why can't everyone try to get along?
Because that doesn't exist in this world. That's why the developers don't intend it. Like, at this point, I am just kind of being a dick. But, like... We're gonna actually keep her on the field, because you never know what we might deal with. This map is also kind of trollish a little bit, because they have these here. It's like... it's not, I guess, the end of the world, though. Okay. Though they heavily nerfed those enemies, though.
I think we did all right.
So no, I didn't think they were like, you know, I thought they were a lot stronger than that. so kind of like generally like, oh, they're not that difficult. Okay. At this point, because the game's just kinda not really giving me what I want, I'm gonna go with Typhon. You didn't give me Shift, I'll just go with something else.
This is weapons and tools. We need them more.
A path with no end. Outsiders find hard to do stuff with Sami. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This shouldn't be too bad. I say that, but we only have like one block.
I'm listening.
Ah! You know, it's funny I say that, and it's just like, well, realistically here, I'm kind of screwed. Like, if I'm not gonna get enough block, this is gonna get real dicey real quick.
I'm late. Better use your step.
Use that to get DP. But we have, like, blocks, so it's not the end of the world.
There you are.
I know what to
Use my
do
skill.
to hide your fear.
Take aim. Stay calm. Get out of my home.
No! I will never get out of your home. Your home's too comfy.
Don't. You can't hide your fear.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. I'm being a little crazy today. But today's kind of a weird day, because, I mean, just the way things are and have panned out. Here we are, streaming on today. I probably would have had this, like, a no-stream day. Or do something else, who knows. If I did, it would be Phasmophobia. I say that, but I would be streaming Phasmophobia right now. Perfumer. Change to emergency, I guess. I mean, I should really be paying attention to what photoddles I have. Here, equipments, adjacent to the right. We'll just get a richer field. Gain coins. Operators gained attack for dodging shit. Like, here's the thing. 10 ingots is, like, very specific. Whereas Raw Monthly, Raw doesn't exist. Also, I'm gonna be brutally honest, like, who's even doing Raw Monthly? Like, I'm barely seeing anyone touch Raw. And even then, like, I knew there was something with Raw Monthly, but I just haven't touched Raw since last time I touched it. Which was like, oh, I don't think I even touched it this month. I think it was last month. I could be wrong though, maybe earlier this month and I've forgotten. I'm sorry, I just don't see the point for Raw at all. Like, the thing with Raw is it's like, you have what you've experienced with Raw Beta, or you have Permanent Raw, which is new and unique. And that's it. After you've played enough Raw, it's like, what's the point of playing it? Like, there's nothing unique to it. They haven't changed it enough for me to be interested in continuing playing Raw. They haven't changed enough. There's a lot of things I wanted them to specifically do, or like for them to do, but they barely done unique things enough to warrant thinking of playing Raw. A lot of the time, you don't have to worry about playing Raw correctly. It's like, you have this base building aspect, but the base building aspect, you either don't touch it at all and you're perfectly fine if you know what you're doing, or there's not enough to it to make it unique to make it fun. There's a lot of things that I wanted them to do, but they barely touched that aspect. Where there's like very specific things you could do to allow you to do unique things. Like, for example, I'm gonna be talking about a game here that I think does like a way better job in some aspects than Arknights, in the way that even if it's not directly a base building, it does a better job. Let's see here. Yeah, Steam. This game I've talked about before. Mob Factory. I keep saying this game. This game is essentially a tower defense game, meaning factory game. If those two had a baby, this would be that game. I played it fully. The game hasn't been updated since February 4th. I wish this game had more updates, but it's a single developer. It's a really small game, honestly. But you're essentially... There's a lot of items in the game where, like, there's tunnels where you can have the items go through under. Now, the enemies can't do that, but that's what I'm kind of thinking of looking for. For example, for Rob, we're having some structure that can go over walls, that can encourage enemies to go over that instead. But with that, it can create unique scenarios and placements with towers. And it's just stuff like that where I want to see more with Raw. If you're gonna have us a base building, you know, gameplay mode, I kind of want a lot of creativity with it. A lot of it now is just making the longest path possible while adding the most amount of slowdown and damage as possible. And that's it. What happened to Kingdom Hearts? I don't know about the updates with the game. For me, originally, when I got it, I tried to play on PC, by the way, on PC. I played the game on Kingdom Hearts 1, and I could not get past a certain part because the game needed to update, because for some reason, Square Enix didn't think about making sure everything ran correctly with almost a lot of variations, which is like, this back and forth, because I think developers can do it, but it was Square Enix, they certainly should have been able to do it, but I could not get past essentially past the tutorial. I could not get past the tutorial because it kept crashing and there was nothing I could do. I'd either have to wait for someone to pretty much add a mod to fix it, or I had to wait for Square Enix. I wanted to actually play Kingdom Hearts 1 and get be one of the few first people to do Kingdom Hearts 1 in under 15 hours, which I could easily do. And I went to Kingdom Hearts 3, played a bit of Kingdom Hearts 3, and then I just stopped playing it, and then I deleted it for space. So, if you want to know what happened to Kingdom Hearts, it's just that I'm not really playing it right now, and I'm saving space. So, that's why. But anyway, so going back to Raw, it's just stuff like that, where it's like, it's not unique enough to the beta, and it's just very simplistic on the best way to do it, and specific operators to use, that you would use. It's just, I do not see the point in playing Raw. To me, it's like, I've played enough Arknights that I am kind of becoming a little bit picky on what I like and what I don't like, but I'm trying to do other things, and there is a bit of burnout to it too, to take into consideration. But to me, Raw specifically, I just feel like it doesn't really do a good enough job of its base building aspect to make it unique enough to play it. They're trying to make the main focus on the other mechanics than specifically the base building aspect. And I feel like that's a big flaw with Raw. That should focus on both sides of things, the base building aspect and what you can do with it, and the mechanics before you do that. And then mostly focusing on the mechanics before that, and trying to build around that, then the base building aspect you can mess with. If they add more unique towers that do certain things, they add unique towers that can go over walls, and then allow you to do that to bring unique bases to life that go against the game's principles. It's just, to me, I feel like Raw has missed the point of what it seemed like it wanted to do, but the developers clearly went in a completely different opposite direction for it, and I feel like it's definitely missed the mark for what it could have been. And you could make the argument that I'm expecting too much, but that, like, to be really honest, I've played Raw Beta, I done everything in that, and I had my enjoyment of the gameplay mode, aside from its shortcomings. And I think to a certain degree, it has did some good things with it, but I'm just not interested in playing it because I've already experienced it, and there's not enough of unique to it. And the permanent feature, there's a bit of that tediness and it takes too long aspect to it. And I feel like there's not unique enough stuff to it that would bring me back to it. Now they're trying to do stuff with it, I just don't think it really hit as hard than its first release. And they didn't change it enough to make it unique enough. They needed to add more to it, more towers and unique effects. This is not IS integrated strategies. This is not SSS. They're trying to add a way of making the gameplay a certain way, and it's giving me off feels over the game modes, and I feel like it needs to be its own thing. And I think that's another big issue with it too. I think they need to get more of their comfort zone with Raw. I think that's the biggest issue. They need to go above and beyond the gameplay mechanics currently available in Arknights. Especially with how enemies react and how they move through certain things. Like, unique objects for the enemy to traverse through that could be a pro and a con for you. And there could be unique side effects with it too. It's just like, there's just so many they could have went with, but they didn't. So it's just not unique enough for me to warrant trying to play it again. I know, I ranted there, but I think that kind of gave me thoughts of, mostly with Raw so far. I'm just not that interested. Oh, we got the the harder version. Okay. I say that, I mean, it kinda is. We can eat too. Yes, to an extent. I don't have much to say right now with the modules. Like, I know what they did a module for, the Thanian event. Character, freebie. Last scene, I don't really care too much about last scene. I'm gonna have to see with Crown Slayer. Cover a large portion of DP, that's not bad. I think Crown Slayer actually looks the most interesting because it seems like it just buffs what she already does, and I think she's gonna be an interesting. She's the most interesting operator of the bunch to just draw DPS. Yes. How many enemies in this game lower hit rate? I think it's only her, so I think she's gonna be probably a lot better than not. Like, she's not gonna be there. If you're thinking she's gonna be there to be DPS meta, she's not. I mean, I've already, like, yeah, I've seen she could be good, but I know that she's not gonna be like Mjolnir, Black Knight, whatever you can think of the highest DPS. No, I think her niche is gonna be removing hit rate and making pretty much a lot of enemies that would normally kill you not possible. Like, if she was available with CC2, you would see her in CC2. Especially at the end against the, Reef Breakers. As an example. But I'm curious to see how the module is for Loplon, because that sounds stupidly good. And then Veritas is definitely going to have to see what the Elemental Fragile does, too. Those two I'm interested in as well, because those seem pretty good on paper. But we'd have to see. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go top row. Nice. We have pretty good selection. I mean, we have Angelina. We could just take her out, put her back, and have her just deal with all the rules on the bottom and top rows.
Let's see. Which insect is falling into my trap? I'm listening.
Dun, 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 dun. These guys are gonna be the biggest threat. These guys, not so much, especially if I can get, Fuck Girl going.
There you are. Dags att välja vårt byte.
Don't keep me waiting.
There you are.
Don't keep me with you can't hide your
Get out of my home. There you are. Sure. There you are.
You better run away soon.
Oh, there we go.
There you are. There you are.
Sorry.
There you are. Take aim. Stay calm and make your move. I'll pin you to your shadow.
I know what nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Put you right there.
There you are.
I will follow. Locked on.
Good shit. Okay, use a skill. We should pretty much be done now. We can leave right now if we want to, but I'm gonna try to see if I can finish this run, or at least get to the 5th floor. The only issue is that, oh, I say it's an issue. I could probably do it with S3 and S if I use correctly skill usage. Comes down to, if we get another operator, that could probably do some DPS. We should be fine. Hell, maybe we get Lee! Or get some
And tally up your losses.
specialist
Nothing worth
to work with the
celebrating here.
relic.
You might be dead in a second or two.
That would be awesome. But no, we get a guard. Guys, look, we get a guard. No guarantee specialist? No, we don't want you to have fun with the monthly. That's not here. That's not what you're supposed to do here. Like, that's kind of, I'm gonna say that right now. I feel like that's kind of something missing with some of these IS monthlies. It's like, oh, hey, here is this relic that gives you, you know, both a character and a relic that gives you the ability to easily shift. Well, we're just not gonna give you a guaranteed specialist eventually. What's the fun in that? Yeah, it would be kind of broken, but at the same time, it's like, it's optional, and I feel like that would, like, eventually type deal. Like, I don't know what that would be, but, like, the fact I know that you're not gonna get specialists guaranteed, that's saying something. Fear. You guys fear.
To think they all still believe that blood is not spilled in vain.
It's time to go. Are you ready?
It would seem they have yet to remember what to fear.
Don't keep me waiting. Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
I'm listening.
Okay.
There you are.
Bruh.
All those I have yet to abandon.
There you are. 怖くはないわ。
There is but a sigh at the very
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Here I am. 体が重く感じてきた？
I will follow. Gotcha.
There you are.
Don't keep me. Better watch your step.
There you are.
yes, it will be over before you feel the pain.
Hey, 私の得意技を見せてあげる。
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Bruh. Yeah, I'm gonna leak too.
Mission accomplished.
It wasn't for the Avengers, man, they're being so tanky. But remember, this is emergency.
Have grown tired of those men and their unpunished misdeeds.
I'm gonna be brutally honest here. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't really think it's probably 5 out of 5 either. I'm like, here's the thing. I think it's cool that they're making a digital version because you don't have to worry about it being physical, but at the same time, it's also digital. So if it disappears one day, which it guarantee will, you know, like, as most things, it has to be some sort of value. And I feel like that's why... Oh, finally, specialist. I feel like that's why I would make the arguments that the... Brain's being stupid. I'm trying to think of the best way of saying it. I think that's why the physical version is probably gonna be better overall. Just due in fact that, you know, it's real, it's physical, you own it. But for those that are competitive players, which I'm not, and I can see why people would, it'd be a lot easier in a competitive sense. Plus, they could always release new cards and make them all flashy and stuff, so technically, graphically, it'd be better, but is that always the better thing to do? That's an honest question. Is that always the best thing? Anyway, I'm not that interested, but I could see why people would be.
Listen,
Everyone, stay calm.
The shadows are trembling.
2 free packets every day?
Don't
What the hell?
sink your corpse into shadow.
Really?
No one will find it.
All those
I have a lot of questions. What?
abandon.
I'm listening. There you are. 私の得意技を見せてあげる。これが戦場というものね。
Okay.
Take aim.
It would
Like,
seem they have
that's
yet to remember
very
what to fear.
Okay.
good.
このピンチを乗り越えよう。
Like, what? Interesting model. Okay, can I understand why it's probably like 5 out of 5, but it's still like, it's like junior gotcha in a sense. So it's like you wait 2 hours to get a fruit pull of a pack of 5.
Don't keep nothing to mask the scent of despair.
Yes, even if there is but a sigh at the very end.
Accomplished.
Okay, interesting. What are the prices?
Wake me up.
Wake me up and sorry, like this guy, like if you cut off a lot of his like croats and just stack croat alone, it's like all just like memeable sayings, honestly. I guess we'll go with Beast here. Here, I guess. I mean, this would be like a really cool way to go like shift ambusher in a shifter combo with
Alright,
Angelina.
it's showtime.
Do I? Sure. Nice. Not nice, but nice. That's because I only have 1 blocker. But, not technically I say that now, I feed her, so that's a lie. That's a lie, but no. Not the worst thing in the world.
Let's see. Which insect is falling into my trap?
Playing card every day.
I'm listening.
Well, that
I
sounds
know what to do.
bad.
Don't order me around. I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
All those I have yet to abandon.
キラリーと。Showtime. Okay. 体が重く感じてき
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
I'm listening.
Here we go. From flexibility comes
Bruh.
It will be over before you pay.
Shit. Shit.
これが戦場というものね。
That's no good. No good.
I'm listening. Don't. Nothing can last a second of despair.
There you are.
That's no good.
Okay.
Here we go. Take aim.
Don't keep me where you can't hide your fear.
Yes, it will be over before you pay.
There you are.
Uh-huh. This is straight out of one of my movies.
このピンチを乗り越えよう。
I'm listening.
Here I am.
Better watch your step.
Oh, that was way too much. Have fun fighting the EX Pikachu that did 90 damage, you return with 2 energy. Also, you exert with 2 attack.
Wow, it's over?
Sounds like balancing is off to no good zone, especially with PvP. Oh boy. I can already tell you that's probably not good. Not good for the game already. If you're already getting to the point where you're already having a huge inequality in a gacha, I'm gonna say gacha again because that's what it is, a random RNG for characters, and also being the fact that it's PvP based around a like a player versus player game mode. Overall, it just doesn't sound like a good thing. You know, I don't usually tend to use Lyn. I'm gonna go with Lyn.
You tell me your ends. Just don't ask me my means.
Your means. Yes. S3. Let's go, Innes.
みんな、くれぐれも安全にね。
Better watch your step.
All those I have yet to abandon.
I need to get Lyn out.
All right.
Once you realize you could do that, this level became easier than it probably should. But it comes down to how well you can tank.
Watch the shadow behind you.
I'm listening. Take aim.
You better run away soon.
Take aim. Sure.
Oh.
体が重く感じてきた？
Moser doggone, you didn't think. So this is what happens when you cross the line. Got it. You didn't think. So this is what happens when you cross the line.
Here we go. From flexibility comes power.
Yeah.
Better watch your step.
Mission accomplished.
Wow, it's over?
Okay. Here's for that old collectible. What do we have here? Civilite and even snow and soil. I'll go Civilite and Turna. Now do a little bit of a damage boost with Mjolnir. Okay, we're gonna get Typhoon back. We'll probably go with some... that's... yikes. Water, I guess. Yeah, sure. We'll go for that, because why not? Okay. Take that. And we got ourselves Typhoon back.
Take these weapons and tools. We need them more than extra hands.
Okay, Prophecy. Well, Ice Condenses is not too difficult. You could probably go for a Rogue Trader. Probably do that. So no to the right or a non-combat node and Trader. Okay. Oh, shit.
Better watch your step.
I forget about,
I'm listening.
Fuck. That's funny, but also not funny at the same time.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Let the hunt begin.
You know, a couple of days ago, Annihilation came out? What do you mean? Unless content creators are getting early access, which I never heard of before, but not until now.
I won't sleep or Good job. That's att välja.
Here I from flexibility comes power.
What you need of nature should not be disturbed.
Here I am.
Picked out your bait yet?
Do I need to repeat myself on the battle plan?
Okay.
No, it should be out right now. What are you talking about? Because people were doing videos on it.
Order me around.
Yes.
That's why I didn't do it Monday, because I was... What was I doing Monday? Oh yeah, Phasmophobia. Duh.
There is but a sign at the very end.
That's kind of stupid of me. Thinking that it's like, oh yeah, it's Phasmo. That's what we were doing that day.
Sure. Kirarito.
Watch the shadow behind me.
I mean, people are doing videos of it already.
Stay calm.
So I
and
thought
let
it was
the
out.
cowards break the silence first.
We can check here.
Got it. You want to talk? Too late for that.
Mission accomplished.
It could be one of those things that people have early access,
Starting to get warmed up.
which then would cause a lot more issues than, oh, that wouldn't be good.
With her
My
foot in the
hopes is that
darkness,
if it
the
isn't
light
actually a
becomes clear.
thing...
You wanna see?
Oh,
No.
okay, I thought it was... What the fuck? Literally everyone and their mother was doing videos on it and actually, like, doing it. That's why it's like, to me, like, that's why I thought it was out this week. Because a lot of people were doing videos on it and, like, actually, you know, clears of it. Huh. Okay. I'm not really finding it now. Then again, I keep seeing on my phone more than PC, so... No fucking clue at this point, but... Okay. Either people are taking clips from CN version, they are either getting content ahead of time, which would cause that would personally cause a lot of drama if that was the case, because I'd be raising hell at that point. Okay, then we're not gonna worry about Annihilation. Then I thought it was I legitimately thought it was this Monday, so that's why I was like, okay, we're gonna be doing Phasmo, but I'll be doing it at a later date. But okay, never mind then. Then sucks for you guys then. You ain't getting Annihilation then, because it's gonna be boring old map.
You wanna see? No. You don't belong there.
There you go. Continue.
It's over already? I was just starting to get warmed up.
I'm just gonna assume it's people just talking about it or using clips from the CN accounts. which goes back to my argument of like why I don't care about special clears from the top content creators that have already done it for 6 months now. So like, what's the point of like caring too much about what they do because they've already beaten it and they already know what they're doing? It's not that special if they do a special clear with it. It's alright. Why bind? I feel like there should be okay. So I'm just gonna. This is a showcase of. I know I'm ranting about relics again, but not like really thought out relics, because it's like all these characters aren't like most of the part defenders. Like they're not gonna have a lot of range, so inflicting bind and true damage. Like true damage is good, but bind is just shit. Like, aside from, like, a very specific certain characters, it's one of those that I feel like would be better off with characters that have range, or, like, for example, guards, for example, would be a better option than defenders. It's one of those that's, like, very niche, but not really that useful in a lot of cases. Aside from, like, the duelist, probably would be the best option, but... One. That, honestly, at that point, it should be 0. I'm gonna refresh. Each attack is kind of useless for Mjolnir. Is there anything else interesting to know? Not really. Kind of hoping for better relics. Also, I should probably just change her skill now. I don't remember. I guess we'll take an intro. To avoid payment error tomorrow?
Worry not. Coordinating with others is a strength of mine.
Oh boy.
Nothing untoward
That says something. Prophecy. What's gonna be the prophecy? It's no taller than a person appears right in front of you, and your instruments prompting you and your companions unearth the corner of a half-buried building with 2 large doors. The light on the doors is still lit, one green, one red, emitting a faint glow. Look for clues. It's a random trinket. Seems like Angelina has something to say. Gain objective, shield, hope, and ingots. And Little Knock should do it. I'm gonna be brutally honest, like, where we are right now, Angelina, to say, is just kind of shit. Like, we're way too good in this position. If this was, like, a lot harder, I probably would go for that, but I'm just gonna go collectibles. EV, Shooter, Deadeye, Besieger. Way better. Fuck. That just made a certain character promote 3 operators. Okay, well... That paid off way more in dividends. I tried to bail, but the game wouldn't let you. Well, sucks, mate. The game knows you can't, that it doesn't need you to wail on everything. It's like you're too strong to wail. They must stop you for whatever reason. Noise disturbance ever since. Okay, first of all, can we use any Bodatels? I guess we could, but select one non-combat. I should have done whatever. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Listen, everyone. Stay calm.
Possibility. I wouldn't blame you, or blame anyone for
Don't.
doing that.
You can't hide your fear.
Dags att välja vårt byte. What you need of nature should not be disturbed.
Me too, I also buy all the packs in pot 6. Gotcha.
I know what. I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
What was that? 24,000 damage? What the fuck? Did I actually read that correctly? I mean, yes, she has the relic, but like, still. Did it actually showcase the damage numbers for that? The heck? Yeah, 24,000. Yeah. So it is actually showcasing the damage output, I guess, when she one-shots. It's just over the 24,000 mark, which is a bit interesting. That's definitely, I think, a visual glitch.
Let's put them
'Cause I don't think it's normally supposed to be like that. I think it's just supposed to be 3 mini HP. That's weird.
I hope we may resolve this peacefully.
Didn't think. So this is what happens when you cross the line.
What you need are pure to your shadow.
Now there we go again. That's it. Interesting. Because that's not supposed to really happen. It's like something with hitting multiple times while one-shotting straight up does like over both 30,000 damage. That is an interesting glitch. That is definitely straight up overkill. Because that is like HP bars of bosses. 2 hits there. There he goes again. So roughly 25,000 to 30,000 damage there. I mean, so if that's supposed to be what's happening, it's not supposed to show it anyway, so. But that also is kind of interesting, because if the enemy has, like, so much health more than that, would it actually one-shot? Like, for example, it has, like, let's say, over several million HP. more than that, so that the remaining 10 to 20% of the HP is over 25 to 30,000. It was like 35,000 HP, but it's 20% of that remaining. Would it actually one-shot still, or would it just only do 30,000? Well, it'd be twice, so technically it'd be like, actually you'd need like at least 70,000 HP at 20% HP remaining. Then you'd be able to survive against Typhon. Interesting. I think that's probably something that could happen. I can't really edit the game files to do something like that, but if someone were, that's something I would actually look into, because I don't think it's actual this relic that one-shots. Okay, never mind. Instantly defeats enemies below. No. Instantly defeat enemies below 25%. Yeah. So that's definitely the visual glitch. It's showing us the damage numbers, which we're not supposed to know, which would technically signify that it doesn't instantly defeat. It says it instantly defeats, but it just racks up the damage so much that it should instantly defeat. But if you were to change the numbers, so let's say enemy has 20% HP remaining, but has over 75,000 HP that isn't a boss, then in theory, you'd probably be able to not kill it. Because I don't think Hand of Outburst is actually instantly defeats, just from that alone. Okay. That's an interesting observation to take into consideration. I don't know if that's actually the case, but that's why I ask if someone has the ability to. That's something they should check into. This is the thing about it. Sometimes I just find all sorts of shit when it comes to IS later on in the IS runs, in that specific IS lifespan. Whereas I find stuff like that where it's just like, that's interesting. I don't think the developers care anymore, but it's interesting to take into consideration. Does the hidden power yet to show itself? I mean, I will randomly select 2 nodes and a Concord Retrieval. Select 1 node. What is it? Obtain 1 combat-related collectible. Ooh. Wait, how many battles do we have? 2? Wait. Yeah, so we have these 2. Actually, it's probably gonna select these 2. But I mean, then again, it could also select the... Yeah, that's what I thought. So now we essentially will get 2 free combat collectibles, which is, we're already overpowered as is, but hell yeah. We're probably just gonna do... I mean, I would like to try Peter and Angelina only, but...
Listen, everyone.
Stay calm.
All right.
Elevate.
Here we go. This is straight out of one of my movies. This is straight out of one of my movies.
Let's put them 6 feet under.
I hope we may resolve this peacefully.
これが戦場というものね。
Moser Doggo, you want to talk? Too late for that.
Here we go. From flexibility comes power.
Moser Doggo, shatter into pieces.
Who sent the movie?
No, you do not do that.
Master.
At this point, I'm just trolling this enemy.
Uh-huh. Who said the movie star couldn't be a real kung fu master? Here we go. This is straight out of one of my movies.
Their future is clear to see.
Oh, come on, bro.
Here we go. Hi-ya!
Their future is clear. The path you all now walk bears not.
At that point, I was just messing with the enemy there. But yeah, I guess for early starters here, good luck for everyone
At ease.
who,
Well done, Doctor.
who summons. Secret, like, receive Sharp Blade for... Not the greatest, but I'll take it. But yeah, going back to what I was saying there, trying to focus on this. Yeah, good luck to everyone who summons on the banner, and hopefully you get what you want. Which I know everyone's going to be saying Wizardell. But I know there's some people that want to go for, Logos. And I don't blame them. I actually kind of like Logos a lot more in terms of the gameplay style, because, yeah, like, let's be brutally honest here. You're only going Wizardell because you're fucking strong, so let's be honest. I am too. No guarantee, but I have a lot saved up, but, I mean... Burn? No.
Stay close.
So talking about that, finally, I didn't know if someone was ever going to actually ask that question, by the way. But, then again, how many people do I actually work at McDonald's? Regardless. When it comes to the quarters, it's funny because the day prior...
I'm listening.
It actually wasn't anything to do with the quarters.
Don't.
It was actually to do, first off, with silvered onions, where we sent the silvered onions back. But
Dags att välja vårt byte.
when it came to, like, the next truck day, we sent back the quarter
Stay calm,
pounders.
cowards. Break the silence first.
Because there's, like, I think a day or two after the silvered onions when we sent back the silver onions, because the silvered onions were called. It was then the quarter meat. So it was like, at the start, no one really knew what the hell was going on. And I think that's something to take into consideration.
Don't keep me waiting.
We're doing something weird here. Nope.
I hope we may resolve this peacefully.
Оставьте дверь себе, роса. Ты сможешь.
Stay calm, cowards. Break the silence first.
And so the glitch is still there with Rosa as well. So whenever they use this skill, it will showcase the instant defeat numbers for 20% under HP for enemies, which is like 25,000 to 35,000 that time. Yeah, there we go again. Just get in range. Yank 11 against Shalim. Oh. Oh, I probably should,
Picked out your bait yet?
I should probably like, be smart with this one.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let them two handle the duck. I just wanted to bind him. But yeah, that's what essentially we did. Was they just sent all of them back on the truck that usually gets the food. So we don't know what happened to them, but they're long gone. Hand of Unyielding. Artificers, Merchant, and Geeks I forgot geeks exist. But yeah, geeks will grant 3 temporary life points after they're being deployed on the field for 30 seconds. Each operator can only trigger this once per battle. Interesting, but kind of shit at the same time. Like, I could see, like, very specific scenarios, but at the same time, I'm like, that's honestly not that great. He says he loves the Crocs from Happy Meals. Okay. I mean, I knew that was a thing, but I can't really say much about that. I want to go for anything else. Yeah, do we really need to go for anything else? I think we're, like, stacked. I like what we have here. I'm probably just gonna go with, Castle 3. Actually, that's pretty good. I don't think I could really do that. Not just because I not the ability to, you know, do that. It's just I really don't think we have any. So even if I were willing to, I don't think we have any more, so I'll probably change the safe house into a rogue trader. Go from there. We got this. Envoy of Justice. We're good. I am gonna actually do this and actually, you know, actually not joke around with this. We're getting into the big boy territory now.
Let's see. Which insect is falling into my trap?
I kind of forgot
Don't
how
let
this
them out
map
of sight,
layout is.
Even if your eyes are hurting.
Picked out your bait yet? Better watch your step.
That's att välja.
Get out of my home!
Don't keep me waiting.
これが戦場というものね。
Don't keep if you can't hide your fear.
Let's put them 6 feet under. Got it. Give me a reason to let you go. Don't have one? What a pity. Closer doggone.
Which way is he going?
Don't keep me waiting.
Spokojne.
Stay calm and make your move. No need to worry. I've got your back. I'll pin you to your shadow.
Do I need to repeat myself on the blade wetted again for but another battle?
Верь себе, роса. Ты сможешь.
Who sent the movie star?
Give me a reason to let you go.
Yes. Fate the tribe.
I didn't realize he went for the middle row, because that shows you how much I've done this map.
Picked out your bait yet? You can't hide your fear. Don't keep me.
Who sent the movie star? Couldn't be a real kung fu
Wow,
man.
thanks, game! For targeting, like, the wrong character. Thanks. Thanks, Typhon. Also, Rose, also Insta too, but I think I kind of learned something there that the rocket dudes have priority. Interesting. On us, there's a bit of trolliness going on there. Do we want to have fun? We want to have fun. Let's have fun. Requested enemies obtained. Actually, kind of a difficult one, but that's fine.
This is gonna be exciting.
It isn't.
Picked out your bait
I'm
yet?
just saying that right now. You're overhyping yourself.
Don't. I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
I hope we may resolve this peacefully.
Fuck you.
Showtime.
You don't really get a lot of time with a lot of these enemies, because fuck you,
Couldn't
mode.
be a real kung fu master.
I know what better reads your step.
これが戦場というものね。
Uh-huh. This is straight out of one of my movies.
Dags att välja vårt byte.
The path you all now.
Get out of my home.
キラリと。
I know what better
I need to
reads
get
your
more
step.
DP.
Спокойно. Расслабься. Don't keep me waiting.
Do I need to repeat myself on the battlefield?
Uh-huh. From flexibility comes power.
舞う感覚味わってみない？
Время пришло, мы ведь даже не знакомы.
Stay calm, cowards. Break the silence first.
Yes, even if there is.
ついて。
Refuge, surely your skulls would be mesmerizing to see, right?
Typhon almost dying, giving us a lot of DPS in the middle there.
オッケー。私の得意技を見せてあげる。
And again, the only reason why we lost 1 HP is the very beginning, trying to get DP. I was trying to be safe than sorry, but it wasn't even enough. I mean, granted, I probably could have put her in the front, but...
If you've run out of arrows or let your target escape, then you should give up the chase. You've already lost.
Instantly promote 2 characters? Oh, hell yeah, I guess. That's good. That's actually good, because we can do Rosa and Hodier. Plunder a nest. Shield or hope, protective shield, and you get a nest. Hodier. Rosa. Caster specialist or guard. At this point, like,
If conflict is unavoidable,
don't
a swift end is a form.
really need anything else. Like, I mean, I guess I could see what we get with specialist. I mean, we could see the point in doing this now. At this point, bringing Lee or something like that. We'll see. Beast. Bod size. Sure. You know what? Actually, that's good. You know what? That's actually good. And I forgot to do... Fuck. Okay, whatever.
Do I have to come along too?
I wanted to do...
Fine, fine. Let's get going.
Snuck... I guess we could do that? Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Oh, that's not right. I wanted to change to Rogue Trader. Select one node and Concord. Ooh, what do we have? One. Not that many. Move you. I can only select 2 nodes and a Concord were triggered. I guess it's probably gonna do these two. I'd be surprised if it doesn't do these two. Like, that'd be really stupid. Because it can't do the boss, so I would be mad if it just randomly chooses the boss. Yeah, that's what I thought. That would be really idiotic if the game just randomly said, oh, hey, let's just do the boss for some stupid reason, even though we already know we can't. And fuck the player over. But you could have done that. They could have easily done that, but thankfully, no, that's not the case. We don't really have... We only have 2. 50 plus HP. We're gonna have too much HP. I guess refresh, see what we get. Range operators do. Oh, cool. That doesn't really matter at this point, but sure. Sure, we'll get a max index. Windex, I should say, not index. Alright. Fix it. Go down to this one, yes. Light Lance Pros, that doesn't matter, that's worthless, doesn't matter. It's interesting that we can do this at this point, at the very tail end. Sure. Because there's nothing I could really spend on that's interesting. Big shield, charger, that's good, but, like, not useful at this point. Defender. Prophecy. It can stop us. And the boss. You might be wondering, did I screw myself over? Well, you can make that argument. It would make it more challenging. Honestly, I would not suggest doing HP on this boss because it kind of does actually kind of screw you over going for HP. I just find that you're better off going a different route.
Where's the rally point?
Where's the rally point? Girl, please. Cause yeah, they put one here. It's like, bro, the one place. Why don't you just remove one of these blocks for the placement instead? But no, they just kind of like decide to like fuck you over completely with that. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna bring Hibiscus instead. We can use Angelina as a AoE. We could actually use one as well. There's like, we have a lot of options with this. We will kill the boss easily, by the way. The boss isn't the issue. We, like, with the relics we have, we could solo with Typhon with the boss. Easily on, like, probably level 15 too, but...
Far too familiar.
Picked out your bait yet? I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Because it places right there and you have this, so you're kind of just, you're kind of forced to ignore this area.
Same battlefield, different day. Enough. Time to end this.
Put you down.
Don't. You better watch your step. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Of course you do that. I'm gonna put you down.
Hello, friends. What are we talking about?
Okay, I thought it was supposed to be like 3 objective. Or is it just before you place it down?
Put your worries to rest. I'm right here.
I'm
I hope we may resolve
confused
this
with that
peacefully.
relic.
体が重く感じてきた
I'm gonna wait to put down you.
Dags att välja vart vi cowards break the silence first.
Come on, or put Rosa right there.
Надо повторить руководство по бою. Оставьте это, а мы ведь даже не знакомы.
Fret the path you all now.
Cowards break the silence first.
Oh, wait. And there we go. GG.
Время
I'm
пришло.
gonna take her out. I'm curious to see how well Shift is with, pretty damn good. By the way, Hodia over 300 defense and 30 res. Like, if you can manage to get, like, Crusher with the, essentially the relic from IS2, you pretty much have a way too insane of an operator for a tank. Like, the idea of having a defense on a Crusher, that insanity.
Uh-huh. Who said the movie star couldn't be a real kung fu master?
I could probably ignore having a healer over there, and I could put Rosa down.
Спокойно. Расслабься.
Here we go. From flexibility comes power.
Okay. Well, shoot. You don't like me saying that? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, seriously, what the heck you doing? Nope, what? Seriously, what are you doing, mate? No, you do not get the straw. Okay. Well, interesting run. I feel like there should be a higher chance for specialists to work with the relic and the shifting, but at the end there we kind of showcase the power of crushers in IS, and not really using, aside from like Typhon and Ines, kind of just bringing characters I don't tend to bring, thanks to relics and all that stuff. I mean, I can bring Mjolnir, but like there's other options too, and it's like there's 3 I could have done, or 2. But there we go. Okay. Maybe if I remember, next month we'll actually finish and try to do the last, do like up to floor 5 with, brain's being stupid right now with character name. That's probably something I'll end up doing. But I don't think ends after one more day. I think that's kind of stupid that contracts end. It's like, what's the point? And I probably should have gotten this, but it doesn't because, oh my god. You do what? You can't do that in monthly, or it's just... There's a lot of things I don't like about IS, where it's just I feel like it's like it is kind of restrictive the way you gain items and points. It's just more of a nuisance than anything else. Anyway. Well, when it comes to integrated strategies here, now again. The meows? When it comes to integrated strategies, it's just... I'll probably play more later on, but I'm just not that interested. We do need to finish Deep Investigation, so it's like I will eventually finish that, but right now, I'm probably just gonna not worry about it too much. I'll probably go back to IS-3 here soon. I'll be off-screen anyway. Now, when it comes to Raw, I just don't care. It's just, I've already done everything when it comes to this, and I just don't see the point as much. It's just like, in terms of like gameplay and fun, it's just, to me, it's not as enjoyable because I've already done it. So
with a foot
one day I'll go back to it, but right now we're not. I'm not gonna worry about that either.
See? No, you don't belong there.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else I want to mention.
No, it's peaceful here.
I did want to at least note about tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to be
darkness, the light becomes
doing a head-on-scene session
you
and the quote-unquote normal things.
You don't belong there.
I'm actually just, I'm trying to think of something right now, and I was like, right, oh, I should probably look into that. Anyway, so when it comes to tomorrow, head-on-scene session, the normal stuff, but I will not be doing week 1 stuff, or I should say the normal, the stages for the story. I will be not doing any of the story stages until I finish reading the normal story, which technically I need to finish Babel first. So technically, it's gonna probably, we'll see how things go. But by the next week, or at least for week 2, I will be doing the hard mode stages. Probably. It just comes down to when I finish week 1. When I finish week 1, which hopefully is before the second week starts, I will start be doing the hard stages so that we eventually, by the end of the second week, or at least during the second week, we're doing the Infernum stages. So that's the plan anyway. Now, in the meantime, we will be streaming other things. There's also... brain's being stupid right now. Oh, I should probably do this, holy shit. Also, this month went by quickly because a lot of shit happened, by the way. I don't know how much I could express that either. Like, so much shit has went through and what happened that I legitimately, like, there's a lot of things I probably forgotten or did forget about because I just went over my head because so much happened in my life this week. It's not even funny. I guess we'll last at the end here if I have enough points. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so if we need to, we will also go for more of this. The yellow distinctions, and then go for more of the 10 hunting freebies. If we don't have enough through headhunting. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to note. Not really. I think I kind of explained everything that's gonna probably happen tomorrow. I'm probably working on other things. And then whenever I get around starting hard mode stages after I'm finished reading the story stages, then yeah, that's when I'll start doing hard mode. What the hell are you two doing? The cats. Okay. But that is gonna probably be it for today's live stream. There's gonna be a decent amount of stuff I'll be doing tomorrow, even if I am not doing the story stages tomorrow. Like, for example, modules. There's a crap ton of modules coming out tomorrow, unless they're delaying them, which would be annoying. But there's a lot of cool modules I do want to grab. That one I think is gonna be a decent amount. We probably could do other things, but which I'm not planning on getting all the skins, by the way. Just for the record, skipping these two, I'll probably grab his. Skipping these two, I feel like having another live 2D skin for Scotty is such like too much. I'm not a big fan of redoing skins for characters that haven't, and there's some characters I probably don't even have skins yet that I've been talking about so much that it's like, this just is like, no, thank you. Blue Poison, I don't remember, but I'll probably skip. And then Thorns is probably going to be the other one I'll grab. The other two I'll probably just skip. And that's like literally it. So probably at least 2 skins. For a lot of people, maybe, but like, not that waifu, honestly. Like, if white hair does it for you, boy, just have your girlfriend color their hair right. Yeah, I know, so simple. Okay, joking aside, I don't think girl would do that, but who knows? Maybe there's some lucky guy that have an amazing girlfriend that will do that. But regardless, or boyfriend, I guess it doesn't really matter. Regardless, I think that's all I'll do to mention. Things can change. I'll let you guys know during Discord what I do decide to do, as I always say. But there's no guarantees of what I am going to end up doing. So I'll let you guys know what I will end up eventually doing. But I think that's gonna be it for today's live stream. If you guys did enjoy today's live stream, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, / follow. Description below is Discord, so do please go check it out. Aside from that, going to summons, going to shiny team, be safe and be healthy. And I will see you later. A dancing session, at least, and probably some other things. And then we'll have a main focus of the hard mode stages whenever I'm done with the story. That'll probably be most likely 1 week later, but I will plan on doing some other streams in the meantime before then. And probably work on some of the stage clears. I'm gonna have to remember myself to do as well as the monthly, but that's future me to do. I'm gonna go on. Have a nice day. See you guys later. Peace.